America that is a terrorist. And before yesterday, they inaugurated an office in America. You can go there and make complaint, or you can tell America that he's a terrorist. They should not allow him to join that office if you think he's killing people in the East. Secondly, he's calling for a self-referendum summit. Let people come and discuss about this thing face to face with him. Not this accusation of flying left, right, and center. But none of you here will make that journey because you want to say Igbos are killing themselves. Igbos hurt themselves because that's what you will do and you please yourself.
Okay guys, welcome back to my channel. We are back again on a new video reaction. With this video you are watching now because we are going to watch it to the end. I just pause it so that I can now welcome you in the video. Something happened a few days ago where Dr. Damages Rufus Okonkwo, okay, he based in Canada, I believe, not America. So is that America? I think in America, not Canada. Yeah, it's America. The one that based in Canada was Chile 1 year. Anyway, they had a program. You know, he always opened his platform for one Nigerianist to come there and do what they know how to do best, which is focus on irrelevant things and ignore the most important part. And in that discussion, one of our brother who happened to follow all the, you know, there's people that don't follow the, you know, the reality and they want to contribute. But this our brother, I think he's well knowledgeable about what is going on and, you know, what people actually want. Like I always say, I'm not against anybody that is support of Nigeria. I'm not against anybody that supports in support of whatever you believe on. But you that is against people like us that want an Igbo to be calm and that want an Igbo to be, you know, productive, that want Biafran to be free, that understand the marginalization and hatred from every corners of the component that made up Nigeria today. We are not happy when you yourself focus your anger on our people or on us without bother to know what is the problem and why people are actually asking for freedom. Why are you not talking about people that hold us in captivity, but you focus on us? Anyway, this our brother have a very big impact on his Rufus Okonkwo's program, aka Dr. Damages. And what he says here, he don't even look face. He was just giving them back to back. Now, this video may be long, so maybe we may have a part 1 and part 2. So I just want us to pay attention, follow us very, very closely on this video so that you understand why we are going through some of these clips and comment that people are making on Twitter and other platforms. But before we move forward, I would like to encourage you to like the video, subscribe if you have not. Like the video and comment. Tell us what you think about what we are discussing and where you are watching from. If you want, if maybe you can suggest anything to us so that we can go. If it's something that what amend, we can amend it. But anyway, let's hear him. Then we will continue from there. Thank you.
In Nigeria, APC have been killing people. Nigeria have been killing people. Even other people you bring here, attested to it that it has been counting human bodies as long as how many years. But when did someone appear in the scene? Someone was the Igbo Union chairman in Finland. He want anybody that bring a Biafran flag to his meeting. He send you to police to arrest you if you come to his meeting with flag. But today someone is carrying a Biafran issue on his head. Why not can we not ask him question? Now the kind that is in prison because of Biafra. In 2010 or 11, Nadikan was on the street of London canvassing for Nigerian betterment.
As you are watching, please always watch the facial expression of people on the platform, especially the one of Rufus himself, who happened to be at top of your top corner of your left hand, I believe, on your screen. He is the chief host of this broadcast. Anyway, just watch their facial expression. Some of them pretend that they're doing something, they're busy, because the truth is hitting them on every corner. And this our brother don't even look at their face. He keep on going with what he knows how to do, doing what he knows how to do best, which is to bring the truth without fear of anybody. Now listen.
But Nnamdi Kanu pull out, he was part of APGA. What happened that Nnamdi Kalu today is preaching about a disintegration of Nigeria. So when we say what, and then our brother go ahead and say, our brother here said also that whenever something happens in Nigeria, they want to twist it to be Igbo problem. Other than border, they keep the border, the border was short. Election came and gone, the border was short. Whatever that happened in Afghanistan, because of Muslims, they kill us. And when we say this pain is too much on us to bear, we can't be in a situation. Everybody has seen the hatred on Igbo man.
Exactly.
Even you that are claiming that you're not Igbo, whenever they see you dress somehow, they say this one looks like Igbo. They didn't allow people to vote in Lagos because you look like an Igbo man. And when we said we don't want this thing enough, somebody will say the approach. And I'm asking this question: Nigeria approach to every human being.
So speaking of hatred on Igbo people, like what this our brother said on the video that I just watched, we heard that Bianca Ojukwu had been inaugurated and True has sworn her in. I told us that one of the reasons why Tinubu selected Bianca is not because of the love that he has for Igbo people or to give you what you want or something like that. No. They want to use Koni to achieve something. But unfortunately, their mind has stayed backward like it was. Like they have not advanced on anything. If they have known that, for example, that Biafrans have moved from that kind of blackmail and that kind of belief that somehow one day things is gonna get better, then it would have worked for them. But this time around, the mentality and ideology seem to have gone different dimension, and they are yet to comprehend it. That is why Tinubu made that move by appointing Bianca, not because he loves you or care about you. No. One of the achievements that I want to achieve is to destabilize Biafran belief, Biafran struggle, or people that believe in Biafran freedom, to show you that look, the man that you guys believe so much, that respect so much in Igbo land, the late Ojukwu Ikemba, that his wife is now an APC member, working and jubilating in the cabinet of Nigerian government and all that. That's number one. Number two is to undermine your custom, like what you believe on, which is we love our women, we love our people, we want to be, we consider Bianca to be special to us because one, she's Igbo woman, she's beautiful, and she's Ojukwu's wife and all that. They want to insult you by bringing her to this mess. Now, if you are doubting me, here is a comment from one of their founder. He says, so Bianca, wife of the runaway coward Biafran warlord Ojukwu, has collected appointment from Tinubu, APC government, and they are not dragging her. If it is Onilola, Badmus, I don't know the person, saying law, or Tonye Abraham, now they will start attacking from all angles. Redeemable, unrepentant hypocrite. Irredeemable, unrepentant hypocrite. Now, it is funny. Somebody from Japan calling people irredeemable. I'm not here to defend Bianca. Anybody that's from Igbo tribe that choose to do what you want to do in Nigerian politics, if you are crucifying them, to be honest with you, I will be having my meal, drinking my beer, my wine, simply because I don't care. You chose that, nobody forced you. Master Makano made it clear that if you choose to serve Nigerian government, that you come back in shame. That's what he said. And we have seen that countless number of times. One of it is the so-called children from the north that are detained, and the government started demanding 10 million each on each of them. And people have been shouting and criticizing that kind of move and that kind of inhuman treatment. That is not good, which is true, it's not good. But when you look at it, what is the offense? The offense is that they carried Russian flag. And guess what? Northerners are openly demanding for their compensation and the immediate release of those children. That the government should bring them to hospital to check their health, and have to compensate their parents for trauma and the rest of them. Then the offense is what? carrying flag of a Russian flag, right? But in other hands, people from the southeast carried Biafran flag, which happened to be our own indigenous flag. And they were by them and jailed them for years. And none of politicians from southeast have ever said anything. They're all hiding while looking for a way to buy more people and kidnap more people. They are scared of calling federal government out to release them. But when the federal government, people in the federal government, their own tribe commit the same offense, or even an offense that is worse, because carrying Biafran flag and carrying Russian flag in Nigeria, in Africa, African soil, those ones that carry the Russian flag should be more, offensive. I mean, they committed more crime than carrying your indigenous flag. I hope you are following what I'm saying. But when they want to punish you, they punish you because of your ethnicity, not because of the weight of the crime. That is injustice we're talking about. Nobody's saying anything about it. And what you are hearing now is that the Northerners are demanding for immediate release of those children. And they gave 24 hours for federal government to do something about it. Otherwise, they're going to protest. The same protest they told you that you can't protest in Nigeria because it's not allowed. It's haram. According to Islam, it's haram. And it happened that the two regime, Buhari's regime, 8 years of Buhari, and Tinubu as the current president of Nigeria today, these two people are well-known protesters. They protest a lot in other people's regime. In fact, in history of Nigeria, if you want to point out people that protest a lot, that protest a lot in Nigeria as an entity, these two individuals will top the list. But they are the one now using their own government and their own governance to make sure they cripple anybody that talked about protest. Do you know how many people that these individuals have died simply because of protest? Buhari kill and what happened? Nothing. So they said that he went on Al Jazeera to grant interview, and the host of that program on Al Jazeera channel played where Nigerian military were buying the Biafrans for carrying flags, and Buhari said that he's not going to look at it. He couldn't withstand it. The same thing is now happening on that. The same thing is not going on also on that Tinubu. Why I'm saying all those things is because what is hypocrite, like what this guy said here, is you arresting other people for carrying flag and you supported it, and now you are pushing government to release your people from your tribe because they carry flag of other countries. Now, I'm not saying that Buhari or Tinubu is right in whatever they have done. I'm not saying that detaining northern children are the normal thing. No, what I'm saying is that injustice is, you don't have crime for one ethnic group and order for another people. That's not how a country works. But unfortunately, people from our tribe don't see any reason to condemn that. To them, it is normal thing. They don't care to follow it the way others are following their own courageously. I mean, come out and call a spade a spade. They all hide and pretend. The way they have strength is when in issue that has to do with their own people, internal issue. They are the one. They will be jumping up and down simply because they believe that selling their people or leaking information that will affect their people will promote them more in political space of Nigeria. When you talk, they say, "Oh, we don't want to give it to me, Mr. President. Allow me to handle this." That's what they did when they kidnapped Namadigan. Northerners were busy telling them that, "Oh, if you have a way to bring Masonagano down, I will pay you 500 million or whatever they pronounced that time." Igbo position said, "No, don't worry, don't waste your money, Alhaji. I will do it. I know how to get. Don't worry, don't worry." They used people they used to kidnap Namadigan. Now, like I told you guys, we are not going to prolong this video. We're going to make it part 1 and part 2. But before then, let me read this out for you so that you understand what is going on. For some of them calling PM names and calling Biafrans, yeah, he's a terrorist, he's this, he's that. How is he a terrorist? A terrorist that you have already called Biafrans before, you have already pronounced Biafrans terrorists before the coming of PM in the struggle, in the movement. Now that you are shouting, "Oh, he's a terrorist," but that the federal government are no more talking about that terrorism. Why? Because they know that there's nothing like terrorists in Biafran movement. Yes, you may not like people saying that they want to go the separate way, but the same you will come out and say, "I hate you. You can never be president of this country," and you want the person to keep quiet. When the person kept quiet, you say, okay, you have to conduct military exercise to make sure that every road, everything in your land will be checkmated by federal government, as if you are building a nuclear power station in Igbo land. Nothing like that. But Igbo youths are being abducted day in and day out. Now, the issue is that, or the annoying part of it is that the so-called Igbo people who have been parading themselves as Biafrans, agitators, go and check out their profile on Twitter, on Facebook. Anyway, they always have activists as in one of in their biography. If you check the details, the information, what they said about themselves, they always add the word an activist. Then they are the ones that are pushing negative names against the different prime minister, and they're doing it without any remorse. Now, this our brother have a different opinion to that. He said, those celebrating Mandela today don't know the assault he received when he fights for the liberation of South Africa. His people even called him a terrorist. That is Mandela, during the time of apartheid. Now, he even ran to Nigeria for asylum. That is why anything Ochis are saying about Biafran Prime Minister Samanekpa don't move me. That anything they're saying, anything most Ochis, that is a kind of insulting word to people that are, and most, to be honest with you, they deserve that. What they're saying about Biafran Prime Minister Samanekpa does not move me. That's what this our brother said here. Many things are going on. One of them actually said that he had been recruited to do this and is doing it without any remorse. That they told him to come and fertilize this place. According to the guy that was on the screen now, let me pause here. This guy, he's one of, like I told you on my live yesterday, this guy and Biafran, the one they call Biafran child, they are the worst of the propagandists in IPB. They don't have any zero brain. They don't have any percentage at all. Their brain read negative. Methuselah, in fact, he said he'd always praise himself. That's to know Otondo. Souls that was deceived by this internet hoodlums called autopilot infiltrators was converted. I signed a contract to come here and wake people up with Trump, with truth. I always say I said Trump because Trump just won election. Anyway, I signed a contract to come here and wake people up with truth. You that is crying in my comment, I urge you to buy handcuff because I will be here till 2050. Listen, let us hear what he's bragging here. Let's hear.
Our people, they are passing through here.
Let me start from the beginning and say what he said here. Listen.
It's end of February. I'm not there. So I'm doing that. Get the benefit of this tattoo for how many years now? Man, they are 5 days, 6 days. On your put get the benefit because we were here on ground.
I will say there's no benefit. Because even in that himself need to stop everywhere. I don't know what everywhere.
Now listen, let me tell you this. The guy that called him here on this program is one of them. You know, they think that they have brain, but you know, when you don't have, I keep on saying, if you don't have brain, don't run propaganda because you end up exposing yourself. A real person that understands the movement of Biafran government in exile and what they're doing to make sure that they bring Biafran to us. Somebody called him, one person, and he said he's converted. He's not converted, he's one of you. Listen to the program from the beginning so that you understand why I said there is one of them.
End of February. I'm there. So I'm talking now. Get the benefit of this tattoo no for how many years now? Man, 5 days, 6 days. On your put get the benefit because we were in on ground.
I would say there's no benefit. Because even in that same need to stop everywhere. I don't know what I'm actually everywhere.
India on Imo State now.
Everywhere. That means no, I don't know.
Now can you meet yourself because we were not. Okay, sound everywhere.
And everywhere. Imo State now. Now harass the boys. As they put as they we could have safe. I push against such a phone again as make a catch on my road.
For you to know how senseless these people can be, before they sit at home, do we have army harassing people in Igbo land or not? That's the number one question. Do we have, what is harassment than what army did to Master Nokano's house? What again do you call harassment? And you are here talking as if no Igbo army, you already see an army checkpoint or police before. Now that somebody is doing something that even making army people when they're doing it, because they were doing it bragging on marching, with confidence in your house, in your road, in your market. They were moving, doing all they can to make sure that they show their power, and nothing happened to them. It is now that someone is doing something that you're like, okay, do you see any army now? Now that you're doing this, do you see any army now? Before what they doing now, before they sit at home, do you used to see army before not? Operation Python dance. What lead to Operation Python dance? What lead to crocodile dance? What lead to Udoka? Nonsense. That some people don't need to have. They don't need to use internet at all. And this guy is one of them. Listen.
I don't give hatred on Biafra because this harassment now, if he continues now, we have our freedom. And I harass you, put an ally down.
This is people under their watch. Normally, I cannot say under his watch because I don't know him before. He started talking. He started, making wave on social media after the kidnap of Mas Namanakan. Who knows you before? If you are not that important and strong in media, why must Mas Namanakan ignore you to appoint PM to host fundraising? These are questions they need to answer. You have been with Mas Namanakan for years, and once Simon Ekpa joined the struggle, he picked him up as one of the only person after him. We can see it. We that are not even in your cabinet, we are not a member of anything at all. We are just following what you guys are doing, and we can tell the story. And you are here telling us, this sit at home, what have you achieved? You talked about harassment. I just mentioned to you the operation of army in your land without any limitation. They even went to your leader's house and tie your members, 28 of them. What is harassment again are you talking about? We saw some of you jumping, doing frog jump in the gutter, lying in the gutter by the same army. So now that you don't see that your own is okay, do you see army now in the street? The army were there in the street. They're not only on your street, they were coming to your house to do something before. And the hands up on the media warrior. My people, let me end it here because like I told you, I have other things to say. So this is part 1. Don't forget to like the video, comment, tell me what you think about what we discussed. We are coming back with part 2.